Hello, I'm back. Work may have kept me away for most of November, but I'll be damned if I didn't get something out this month. So here's a quintet of games to keep you from murdering family members or casting curses on co-workers. It being the American presidential election at the beginning of the month, I had plans to vent over the insanity of it all with a series of games with a political bent. That included Shadow President from DC True Limited. It's not much of a looker, and it does require a lot of patience, reading and understanding to get even the faintest clue of what's going on. Nevertheless, it's still a strangely involving game. You'll need all of your strategic wit to follow the right advice from your staff and win re-election in 4 years. Or you could just nuke Norway. A few years later, DC Drew followed up Shadow President with a sequel, CyberJudas.
Hello, I'm one of your advisors. I'm going to destroy the United States, and the world will think you did it.
This time the Oval Office is virtual, with each advisor's digital avatar located in their own personal cyberspace. Keep an eye on them, because one of them is a mole intent on ruining your career and the world while he's at it.
Hello.
CyberJudas, if you will. Both of these games have an insane amount of depth, thanks to some real-world politicking being involved.
CIA Factbook.
The CIA's World Factbook is included in its entirety, and will update accordingly due to your actions in office. Norway is quite the military now, it's been nuked a couple of times.
Warning. You are now returning to physical space.
Do not be alarmed. Impeachment proceedings are being prepared. Proper behavior on your part will prevent actual prosecution and retribution. Your policies have proven harmful to the United States, and this course must not continue. You will be released back into the general population. We will know where you live. We will monitor your phone and all other communications. All further access privileges to the Shadow Network are immediately revoked. You will speak to no one of your experience here. Remember, you are very lucky to be alive. Goodbye. We'll be watching.
For anyone bored, tired, or just downright exhausted by world governments, can escape in some lighter fare. And what can be lighter than 3D Ultra radio control races? Go! Dynamics has made another incredibly fun time waster in this top-down racing game, and has more than just a little resemblance to Micro Machines. Like all 3D Ultra games, it suffers from a lack of depth and variety, but the surface level is still a great joy to play. Who remembers Once Upon a Forest? This somewhat forgotten animated classic from 20th Century Fox got a computer game tie-in 1995. That's 2 years after it hit theatres.
I'll decide which way to go. I'm the leader. Cornelius taught me lots of plants grow in the woods and beyond, that way. I've decided. That's the way we should go.
Developed by Sanctuary Woods, who have some great point-and-click adventures under their belt, you can tell that the game is a little behind the times technologically. Like the movie, it's still a charming time, and one even the very young can get into.
As the intrepid explorers set sail for unexplored lands, they run into something. A snake! Where?
Let's get out of here!
Looks like Sebastian was having burnings for supper.
If you just want to blow stuff up, why not try Radix Beyond the Void by Epic MegaGames? This first-person shooter is quite unique, as you fly a jet plane through maze-like levels with long corridors, and it's very reminiscent of Descent. Being an aircraft, you are constantly moving forward, forcing you to make split decisions. For the most part, the levels account for this mechanic, making for a thrilling ride through tunnels and valleys. Definitely worth a go, if only for a little stress relief at least. Thanks for watching. If you want to try a hand at racing RC cars, saving forest critters, or altering political timelines, visit the Collection Chamber website where you can find out how to run all of these games and more on Windows 10. Once again, apologies for my work life clogging up my output, but if you want to help me make this my full-time gig, please consider joining my Patreon. If not, a like, a share, and a subscribe would do nicely. It's all very much appreciated. So, unless my corporate overlords entrap me yet again, I'll see you next time on the Collection Chamber.